most of you know right now that I got a copy strike from Crystal Justice's channel. I'm going to say channel, though she had hit the buttons, but it's channel for channel, right? So I'm going to say channel. And I think some people might want to know how we got here, how we got to this place. And I want to tell you, because there are times that you just have to speak up. And so I'm going to do that. About 4 months ago, I interviewed someone that I really liked, but I knew was having problems with a couple of the other channels. And that night, I got 9 dislikes. Now, I never got dislikes before. It was shocking. I thought, who doesn't like this person so much? And I thought the channels that I knew that didn't like her, didn't like him, did it. And I was helped with my thoughts, but that still doesn't give an excuse to what I thought. So, I talked with someone who got a hold of this gal, and she was livid. How could you think that? And then her husband was livid. I thought we were close. And I'm like, I did too, but then why? And I didn't do it. And she was like, I didn't do it. And I felt like the biggest ass. Can I say that word, ass? Because I let things influence me enough to think that they would do that. So I just said, I'm sorry, I thought you did. And I had unsubscribed to her because I thought, and him, I thought, who would do this? Why would they do this? And let me just say I had a little bit of tunnel vision going on. That's my fault. And believe me, when I say that I want to be totally accountable for my role in some of this. Okay. So then back on September 14th, I had gone in, well, like a little bit before that, and looked under her subscriptions because I thought, I don't think I'm subscribed to her because more drama was bubbling up from somewhere. And so I thought, okay, this is odd. Now, believe me, I got help with the way I was feeling and thinking. So that's always the way it goes, doesn't it? So it's still no excuse, right? It's still me. It's still my thing. So I went on her channel to see if I was still subscribed. And it turns out I couldn't find me anywhere. I went slowly, one by one. I was not on that page. I just wasn't. So I thought, oh wow, she unsubscribed to me. I wonder if I had said something. If she had said something. If someone else had said something. Because that's just how my brain operates. So I was talking to her husband about some things that were going on around our channels that I thought didn't make sense to me. And I said, you know, I think maybe we need to Google Hangers or something, and if someone says something to us, just talk about it so that we can figure out what's really going on and so that we don't go to the darker places that we can go. I said, like, for instance, your wife is no longer subscribed to me, but it's okay because I figure once this, whatever's going on, you know, maybe I said something, then she'll resubscribe to me. And it was the way I said it. That's how I said it. Then I got this email telling me how hurt and upset she was. Why didn't I just reach out? Okay, good point. I'm not saying it wasn't a good point. Hold on, because I'm reading the message as we speak. I've asked people before if they had a problem with me and were mad with me to actually be an adult and come to it. Okay, good. Another good point. Now she found out I had a problem with her over her unsubscribing to me, and so we went through that, and she showed me where she was still subscribed to me on her channel. Okay, then again, I feel like kind of like an ass, and I said that I just thought I said something and didn't want to upset you. Because I thought I said something to her, but I didn't want to upset her by bringing it back up, right? And I said, no, please, no being upset. I wasn't, you're my sis. And that's kind of how I did it. Okay, this is, and then I said, okay, this is why I have trouble. I can't do this, Crystal. Sorry you're upset. You know, but you control that. That's what I said. I wasn't upset when I spoke with Bro. I'm not upset now, so let's not go there today. It's Friday. And then she went into this saying there was a lot of misinformation. But see, I wasn't talking to anyone but her husband. And so, in my mind, I thought, well, why would she be upset? Didn't make sense to me. And it's true. Here's my excuse for idiocy. I had so much going on that day. I had a kid who was in trouble. I was trying to get down into what I call, well, where there's a lot of activity that's not so great in one town. I was trying to get down there. She was upset. I didn't have time, and I just said, you know what? Let's not go there. I don't want to go there. It's just too much. So, so that's where it started. And I told her I didn't have time. She had to control her own emotions. Having worked with people all my life who talk in a different style than maybe I do, I think I needed to have more understanding about what she was saying to me. And I didn't. I mean, that's the truth. I didn't. I was just saying, yeah, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. I didn't try to get anyone upset. And I can't go there right now. I don't want to go there right now. Because I knew I had to get back on the road. But still, she was upset. And I didn't give her the time. And that's the truth. So there you are. So, I got a hold of her, talked to her about the hurricane, asked her if everything else was all right. And then the next error, which was after, was it after? No. So, she came on and she asked me, I'm not going to bring this one up because this really is probably between her and some other stuff. But at the end of the day, when she was expressing, if you have trouble with me, you need to tell me, and there was like a long section, basically I said I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do what I considered to be drama and what she considered to be serious. And so I'm going to take that on my head because that's what I did. There you go. I just said I can't do it. You know, I just can't do this thing. And I can't, it just seems like between all of our channels, we kind of got in a hole that I didn't want to be in. But I didn't know how to say, which now I seem to come up with a way to say it. I just can't do that. I just got to be out of it. And no matter who it was, where the drama was, I couldn't walk in a space where I thought there was drama. I just couldn't do it anymore. Now, there are a lot of reasons for that. I had a lot of stuff going on, but I probably needed to just say that. I have too much going on. I can't. And I thought I was saying that, but maybe it was more in my head. Now, when we started having problems, I'm just going to put me in there. We decided we weren't going to bring it up on stream, and we weren't going to discuss it on stream because only drama will flow from that, and that's the truth of it. That's what we kind of thought. There's going to be too much drama over what was going on. So we decided if we just leave it alone, don't discuss it, just let it go, that was the best way to handle it. Okay. Now we come up to November 3rd. So, as you can see, I made some mistakes. Now, I'm not saying mistakes weren't made on the other side, because absolutely they were. Because as much as I wasn't giving someone the room to speak, someone was speaking too much to me. So, I think we just have different ways of communicating, and that's what happened. I don't have hard feelings about it. Let me just say, and I don't have hard feelings about it. I just couldn't understand from that little level how it got so big. And I'm sure she saw it being really huge and couldn't figure out how come it couldn't get lower, but smaller, right? So I think we were coming from two different angles on this. Anyway, November 3rd, this is what we're going to probably end up going to federal court, because that's where they handle the copyright issues, right? So I did a counter. And that's what happened. We were doing movie night, and I was given the opportunity to do movie night because it was the day for my birthday, and I was working on hours and getting, you know, so I could get monetized. And we had someone come in the stream and ask us to play video. And I said, I can't unless you go through the thing that's saying you have a right to the video and it's your video. You got to put it through that process and sign, right? And signing is by putting your name. So this person did, and it went to Rulan. And the video was played. Now, I did check the video while I was playing because I thought, what's going on here? Because he said he has a right to this video, and certainly it looked like he was in the beginning talking about it. It showed it and whatever. And I thought, wow, that seems odd. It only lasted a little bit of time, and this guy, the video was absolutely on his channel. There was nothing saying anything about copyright, and I played it. Oh, well, the channel played it. Let's just say the channel. I didn't click the things, but still my channel. So that's what happened. So then 2 weeks later, because it's only been about 2 weeks, I got something saying Crystal Justice had put a copyright strike against my channel. Now, I will tell you something. Had all this other stuff not gone before, right? If I listened to her feelings probably just a little bit more, we probably wouldn't be here in this situation today. So I got to take it. I mean, that's the truth, right? Had I listened to her emotions a little bit more, had I been a little more gracious, instead of just saying no, 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 and just taking off, probably would have been a better outcome. So, and she said, I never had permission from her to play this. No, I had permission from the man who this was on his channel, as in he was reporting that it was his. So, there's some other stuff that went on after. But now there's a vlog out where Crystal put up a vlog where she's very upset. And I get it. I'm upset too. I can't figure out how now we go from something that's so big to try to make it smaller. I don't know that we can. I always have hope. But I got an email from someone today, a text. Now, I did get something on my messenger saying that somebody could take me out and take my channel within within a short amount of time. I did get that. So, not happy about that. But with all the emotions going wild, there we are. So, this gentleman came on and gave me the biggest paragraph of what the hell I did wrong. And I read it because I have respect for this guy. So I read the whole thing. And what I realized while I was reading it was our perspectives, the way we look at things in this world, they're different. We look at things differently. And something that I say that's inconsequential could be very consequential to someone else. And what they say could be very consequential to me. So when I was going on that stream, I never, ever got mod, but everyone was modded but me. And so I thought, well, they're just letting me know they don't want me on. They don't want me on their channel. Now, did that hurt me? It hurt. And did I realize that things seemed odd between us? Yes. But again, he didn't say anything and I didn't say anything, right? And so we get in a place where we're not understanding each other's position, but we had that chat, we put it out there, and we just realized that something else has to happen. We need to have open communication. It doesn't matter if our channels get along or not. We can't allow the communities to be so racked that they're dividing. So this is what I can say to you, because I'm sure the only ones listening to this right now are people, hush, that watch my channel. Guys, let's not push this further than this has already gone. I'm just telling everyone there are two sides to everything, and we both have a side, and we both stepped on our sides, right? And now we got to figure out if this is the way we want it cracked open. It might be. There may be no putting this egg back together, and that's up to everybody. But I think in my heart, I feel like we should be able to. Now, it has been kind of nice having a couple days off. I'm just going to tell you, point blank, I didn't realize how much I was putting in, how much time, to the point that my thinking may have been somewhat clouded. But that's true for all of us, right? Most of us work 40 hours a week. Most of us go outside, and then we come back in and we try to get those blogs and everything else done, and the vlogs and all. So we're working a lot. And what I can say is, it might not be the same. And there may be two different communities. And I'm hoping that's not going to be the case, but it might be the case. And will it be court? Yeah, probably. And that's the way these things go. But I just want to say something to you, Miss Justice. I would never have played that had I understood that it was your copyright. I don't know how I didn't get it. It was on this guy's channel, but I would have never done that to you, ever. It wouldn't make sense for me to do it to you, and I would not. I would never say that I could take you down for any reason, because there's no reason. First of all, we're not big enough for that to even put a clip on YouTube's screen. I mean, that's just honest. We aren't. And we're two gals doing what we do, and I just wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have. Now, am I crystal clean? No. No, I don't think either one of us are, but that's for you to decide. But I wouldn't have done it to you. Will I go to federal court? I have to, because I did the counterclaim. I prefer it not to be, but I'm okay if it has to be. If that's what's going to take to clear this up between us, I guess we'll do it. I want you to know that I appreciate the fact that I ended up getting a couple days off. However that happened. You know, it's not for me to say who God sends as my messenger, right? And the truth is, I needed the time, and I didn't even know it. So, thank you. Because it's given me some time off to take a step back and to look and just to get everything squared where it should have been to begin with. Am I sorry? Absolutely. Because when you were telling me your feelings were hurt, I should have listened to you. And I just didn't. I just didn't. So, if you're angry at me, it's okay. Am I angry at you? I was Thursday. I was part of Friday. And then I wasn't. anymore. I stepped back from it probably Saturday night onto today, and I realized that I needed the time. And however that happened, thank you. That's just how I feel. I would hope at some point you and I could talk. May not happen, because I didn't want to talk 2 weeks ago. I didn't want to talk to you. I didn't want to talk to anyone about it. You know, 2 weeks ago, week ago, I found out I had a cyst in my head, right in the center, that had been growing. That's going to give me some troubles, probably. I watched a guy get stabbed almost to death in the front yard of a place where I was taking care of a little autistic girl. My friend got very ill. I have someone else I've known for 30 years who's been diagnosed with cancer. 2 weeks ago, I didn't want to talk to anyone. 2 weeks ago, I was in a pit. And it was last week. So, were you right when you said, hey, let's talk, and I just didn't want to? Yeah, I didn't want to. It's on me. But let me tell you, I was in a pit. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I wasn't really talking to Kim. I did talk to Roger. You know, I talked to Momo about what was going on in my life. But other than that, I just couldn't do it. So, I hope you accept this apology from my heart to yours. And if you don't, it's okay. Okay? It's okay. Guys, please, let's stop the people who love me and love Crystal, stop the drama that's surrounding this and going around this, because really we just need time to think about it. I did watch your vlog, not the whole thing, and I'll tell you that I was watching it and getting these aha moments, and I just thought, wow, there are two sides to every story. And sister, you're right. Two sides. So, anyway, I love you all. Take it easy. And I will be starting a vlog series, 28 days straight, everyday vlogging. It's going to be about health and stuff like that, just what I'm doing, just content. And the funny thing was, I have it on my iPad. It was already planned out, but I was having a hard time figuring out how I was going to get that kind of cemented in my brain. And then this happened, and it was much easier. So, guys, I love y'all. Please, let's stop. Let's think about what we're doing to each other and just not do it. It's just not worth it, guys. Not worth it. Because there's two sides to every story. Okay. Love you.